As an SLT, we always had a very clear vision that we wanted to create a culture of trust and transparency. We wanted to create a safe and supportive and fun place for people to work. And we've been guided very much by the understanding that happier children learn better and happier staff teach better lessons. So we invested a lot of time and energy in wellbeing, things like the Daily Mile. We spent a lot of time focusing on reading for pleasure. We got chickens outside and focused on learning outside the classroom. We had peer mentors and nurture groups running in school. And we also created the Bridge, which is a link between the school and our parents. However, we wanted to find something that would give us more structure and cohesion to our wellbeing approach. We engaged with Teach Happy training to give our teachers more understanding about the research and theory behind wellbeing, and also some really practical strategies to use in the classroom. We then looked and wanted to evidence the impact of that. So once the teachers started using it in the classrooms, what impact did that have? And that's where Bounce Together meant that we could start to measure the impact of that. The School Mental Health Award was really important for Broughton because it put us through a really rigorous process and enabled us to reflect on what we were doing as a whole school for wellbeing. It also identified areas where we needed to improve, and as an SLT, we were able to feed this into our long-term strategy for development. As a result of the award, we developed a staff wellbeing team so that it was more of a collective responsibility to look after wellbeing across the school. We also developed pupil parliament to give the children more of a voice and take more ownership and responsibility over the decisions that were being made. And we appointed a wellbeing governor so that it meant that wellbeing was on the agenda of every full governing body meeting. We had no way of measuring whole school pupil well-being or staff well-being. Again, it was very much piecemeal. We would do pupil voice, which would be sort of incidental surveys with the children, but there was never any quantitative information that came out of that, so it was difficult to measure. I think having Bounce meant that we were able to measure that impact significantly. From the data, sort of direct interventions and things can be put in place, but we can also, again, evidence why we are doing these things to governors and to parents. The sooner you start on the journey, the more you know. You know, and the School Mental Health Award particularly, because it was so rigorous and it was broken down, it really gives you a clear indication as to what you need to work on next. And as a strategy for a whole school, there's nothing more valuable than that.